listed any number of online suicide clubs where people could chat and give advice to others on how to choose the best way to relieve themselves of their lives. And a person didn't even have to die alone. You could arrange to meet up with others and commit collective suicide. One of those websites was called Alt Suicide Holiday, or ASH if you couldn't be bothered to say the whole name. And the members of this virtual community called themselves Ashers. And there you could find good tips on how to poison yourself with carbon monoxide. Definitely not a site for happy people. Then again, it was also the wrong site for depressed people. With time, due to pressure from the government, and mostly from people who lost beloved ones to suicide, some of those suicide clubs were closed or abolished, but nonetheless, collective suicide was still happening throughout the world. There was also the case of Hiroshi Miyu, who proposed to someone online that they kill themselves together, and then he tied the person with ropes in a car, in this case a woman, and choked her to death. Two other victims, a 21-year-old college student and a 14-year-old high school student, were similarly dispatched by this monster, Hiroshi. On July 28, 2009, Hiroshi was hanged in Osaka. 4 years and a few months later, my brother Lester committed suicide alongside 3 other strangers. That's when I found out about the BogMan. I already knew that Lester was suffering from depression, but I didn't know that it was that bad. Or maybe I was too busy with my own life to even care for my younger brother. Yes, I guess that's what happened. Even as a child, Lester was usually in a depressive mood, always talking about death and going to the other side, and he hated the world and his life and the suffering of so many people around him. Once, by accident, he stepped on a snail outside our house and then burst into tears. By the time he was 19 years old, just before he went to university, he was already on medication, Prozac, and other shit, going through life looking like a zombie.